Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. In today's video we are going to be looking at What If the World Reset episode 21, following the events of Greece's major expansionism and the collapse of Pakistan. Now, before we start the video, be sure to hit the subscribe button and like so that you can be notified for when more What If the World Reset videos come out. And let's get straight into this. So the first event we are going to be seeing is the Greeks expanding again. So as we can see here, they are going to be expanding into the original pink team, which is kind of a shame because they're probably pretty happy that they exist, but the Greeks are going to make it their mission to make sure that this doesn't happen as they start to encroach the capital, and slowly but surely they take it. Now, that means that this war is over, but not before we see something else happening, which is the Greek invasion of this light blue country. Now, the point of this invasion is to kind of get a uh, more solid land claims in the Ukrainian area, and also to try to just kind of connect up all of their areas. But at this point, Greece stops and decides to make peace with this country. These guys know that they're probably going to die really soon anyway, so they agree to the peace. So in this peace treaty, we can see the original pink team and parts of this light blue team getting annexed by the Greeks. So we have an OG episode 1 country that is gone forever, so it's just these guys. And I guess the orange and green team and purple team. But a lot of original countries are disappearing. Now, this sudden loss in land has made the light blue country think that they should probably expand more north. So they are going to do exactly that and just kind of like go up here and take over these areas. Now, something that they do see is that they connect up with the Polish. And these guys have become rather isolationist as of recently. So they try to work together. Let me just fix this border here. So anyway, the Polish country and the Kiev country kind of decide to work together on making an official border since they don't want to fight each other. So in this peace treaty here, we can see that the Polish gain a little bit of land over here, and the Kiev country gets a lot of land, mainly over in this section, and these two start to become good allies. Now, what we have over here is this empty gap, which will be used to make some new countries. So here is our new border, and if you haven't noticed over here, we have 6 new countries. let's go over the border first. Both countries expanded in a sense, and they both are doing pretty well. But the main focus is these 6 new countries. Now, the main reason why I made these is A, so that this gap looks more filled, because border gore is kind of disgusting. But also B, it has lots of exclaves, which I think has been missing from the series a lot. So we have these like huge countries over here and just this tiny mess of countries, which may or may not play a large role in the future. Now onto the next event, where we are going to be looking at the alliance map. I don't know if you have noticed, but the entire time I've had the layer has been on, and we can see that there are literally no alliances here. And we are going to change that because we see the creation of a new alliance. It is going to have the likes of this, uh, this is, I don't know, Pontus country? Maybe I should make this smaller. But it is going to have this country, this country, this country, and also this one. Now, the problem with the Crimean country being in this alliance is that Greece wanted to invade them next. So the only logical decision is to invade the entire alliance, which is actually what they are going to be doing. So the Greeks are going to first send their troops over into Crimea, making several incursions over here, and also trying to take the capital. Let's just turn off the alliances real quick. They also make landings over here along the coast, since they have a lot of dominance over the Black Sea, and they take this major city and get to the border of the light yellow country. Now we are also going to see them invade into this country over here, taking a lot, probably more than they should be able to, and also starting an invasion into the blue country. Now, these invasions are going pretty well, but what an invasion that isn't going well is the invasion of the Pontus country. They are like trying and they're making several incursions, but they just can't get anywhere near the capital. In the meanwhile, they do manage to do extremely well against the Crimeans, finally managing to take their capital and just taking a bunch of their remaining cities. They also take this one over here, and finally they take the one over here, and this is where we see the Crimean country surrender. Now this is a big blow to this alliance, and they are going to start crumbling really quickly, where we see this country just kind of collapse under the Greek rule, and same with the blue country, but not before they surrender. Now, this pink country, they are also going to surrender because they they just don't think that the Greeks would put in the effort to invade them later, so they are just happy. So they just surrender so that they don't lose too much land. So let's take a look at this peace treaty. So in this peace treaty, the Crimean country gets completely annexed, so goodbye. And the light green country gets divided between Greece and this gold country, and they definitely aren't doing helping the gold country so that they'd help them in a future invasion of Turkey. Like, what? No way. And the blue team and the pink team still survive, but they are now weaker than ever. So yeah. But taking a break from Greece's power-hungry expansionism, we are going to take a look over here in this area. So, if you don't remember, in the last episode, there was this country thing that popped up that never got their independence. But they are going to be breaking away because they want to. So we can see here that they are going to be breaking away specifically from this light blue country and not anyone else. And they are going to start their liberation campaign by going into the light blue country. Now, they can't really invade too much, considering that their size, but they do manage to make minor incursions until it all comes to an end. The blue country decides that they don't want to lose any land, so they start their own incursion into this purple country, and they try to take their capital. But surprisingly enough, it fails, and they realize that since they were just created, this war will probably go on for a long time. So they decide to simply let this country exist with its current borders. So this happens, and we now have a new country. Their capital is going to be right over here in their only major city, right on the border with this blue country. And yeah, after Tibet got severely weakened and lost some land, they are going to be trying their best to regain their glory. So they are going to expand north. Now, I wouldn't really say that this is smart, but I mean, the people are kind of encouraging it. Plus, they're just expanding into Tibet, which nobody can really live in. So it's kind of fine. But now we are going to see some more expansion along with a rebellion. So we are going to be seeing Poland expanding onto these islands over here, primarily Gotland, and also just expanding their claims in these areas, meeting up with this border over here, and just kind of taking whatever land they want because they feel like it. They don't land on any of the Danish islands, but they're going to get to it later when they feel ready. We also see the yellow country expanding, so like so, and they expand a lot, probably more than they realistically could have, but this is what's going to be happening. And we are also going to see the Georgian country making a large expansion over here. We are also going to see some expansion from the Libyans, from the Greeks in Libya, making this area just like so, a kind of colony, but it's they don't administer it as a colony, kind of like how the Roman Empire in real life had land in Africa. It's just not a colony. And the breaking away that I said that we were going to be seeing is the breaking away of Cornwall. Now this now the French can't do anything about it, and they're just going to let this country be while it expands over here, getting the entirety of this bay area. And it is starting to become a noticeably large country. We also see the Catalonians expand a lot, almost taking full control of the Iberian Peninsula, leaving only sections of Portugal not under their control. Wait, how did this happen? Just gonna... So, we are going to see, two more events in this video, which is with the first and more minor event, I guess, being a war with this country, between these three countries. So, the Pontus country was just in a war, but this is quite a serious issue, in their opinion, and they feel as if they have to get involved. So, and the serious issue is that they just got insulted. Yeah. So the blue and pink countries are jumping this country over here, and it just kind of falls really quickly. Then we also see the country over here are getting attacked by the brown country, which is also interesting. And the brown country also starts invading into the gold team. So this has escalated beyond just a small war involving 5 different countries. Well, more so 4. So we can see that pink troops arrive to help their blue allies, kind of, and they manage to push all the way here, and they even start their own incursion in the south. With this, the gold team also manages to go over here, but they have some skirmishes with the blue country, since the gold team is pro-Greek, while these guys are not. But in the end, we see the gold country and the blue country invade further and further into these areas until the capital is split by the two nations. So let's take a look at this peace treaty. In this new peace treaty, the border gore in Anatolia is gone, other than this border, and we see the light brown country getting completely deleted. Now, something else that we see happening is the pink team starts losing land. Now, they have been kind of crumbling recently, whether it is in economy or just things in general. They are losing land, and they are losing land fast. They are even losing major cities, in which the red country is more than happy to annex in borders that don't look disgusting, like this. And yeah, and the situation gets so bad that the dark brown country has to annex the pink one. After that, the Dutch, no, why am I saying Dutch? The brown country is going to take back a bunch of the major cities, but leaving this one as it is going to become its own country. If I can choose a good enough color. So they are going to become this green country. Actually, I can fix these borders. Here we go. So we have this new green country over here. And sure, let's give them a tiny exclave. But the brown country has suddenly expanded a lot, along with the red country. And the brown country, it seems like it's starting an empire, because it invades the red country, and it just annexes it. This is shocking for the global community, since they didn't expect this to happen at all. But then again, you know, the global community doesn't really care about old countries that don't do anything. So they're just like, we don't care, but don't expand into us. But now we see this really big, uh, kind of like brown country, which may or may not form an empire in the future. That is going to be it for this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it's kind of a short one, but more episodes will be releasing soon, so thanks for watching.